Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Clutter. I'm your host, Margo Staten, a professional organizer specializing in chronic clutter. If you've ever bought a basket, a bin, a drawer organizer, or some cute storage container thinking, this is finally going to get my home organized, and then reality kicks in. A few weeks later, the house still feels overwhelming. This episode is for you because most people don't actually have an organization problem. They have a clutter problem. And there's a huge difference between the two. I think one of the reasons women feel so frustrated in their homes is because we use the words cleaning, organizing, and decluttering interchangeably when they are completely different things. So let's break it down really simple. Cleaning is wiping, vacuuming, scrubbing, laundry, dishes. Cleaning is what we do to maintain our home. Organizing, on the other hand, is arranging the things you already own. So this is where we organize them for functional use, and maybe we use bins and labels and systems and containers. Whereas decluttering is reducing the volume of stuff you have in your home. And here's the issue. Most people are trying to organize their clutter instead of remove it. And this is why the house never actually feels lighter and looks tidier. And this is why when you do quote unquote organize, it never stays organized for long. And honestly, you can organize your house beautifully and still feel overwhelmed living in it. Also, when you organize clutter, the truth is it's not sustainable. This is something I see with clients all the time. I'll have clients reach out to me and say, Margo, I need your help getting organized, or I need your help organizing my home. And I'm like, And then when I, of course, walk into their home, the issue usually isn't organization. It is excess. There is just too much stuff everywhere, too much stuff to manage, too much stuff on surfaces, too much stuff in cabinets, too much stuff in the dressers and the closets. Yes, honestly, and no judgment. Sometimes the dresser drawers and the closet doors just won't close. There is no amount of organization that will save you. We need to edit first. Bins are not magic, because if the problem is that your kitchen drawers are overflowing, buying a prettier container for the overflowing stuff doesn't actually solve the problem. And this is where the organizing industry gets us a little. We're constantly being sold the idea that the next product is the solution for our messy home. The acrylic container, the Lazy Susan, by the way. Here's a shout out to a Lazy Susan, although I am by no means encouraging you to go and buy one. A Lazy Susan is actually one of my favorite ways to organize stuff around your home. And it's incredibly versatile. You can use it in your fridge. You can use it in the cabinets. You can use it for your makeup, your beauty products, etc. Sorry, I completely digressed. Anyways, but don't buy a Lazy Susan until you declutter. And while all of those storage solutions can absolutely help you after you declutter, they cannot solve the clutter, because clutter is not a storage problem. It is a sheer volume problem. The reason clutter feels exhausting isn't just because it looks messy. It's because your brain is constantly processing it. Every pile, every overstuffed drawer, every random item sitting on the counter is another unfinished decision your brain has to make. And over time, that creates mental fatigue. Yes, did you know that many of the women that I work with, many of my clients, after they purge their home, after they declutter, they actually begin to feel better mentally. I've seen women's depression improve, anxiety decrease, less stress. I mean, it is absolutely incredible what happens after you transform your home. There's a lot of research out there that says that your nervous system responds to your environment. This is why oftentimes we experience a cortisol spike when we are in our home. And cortisol is our stress hormone. And we actually see a decrease of cortisol when the home is tidy and organized. And quite frankly, you can just take a deep breath in. The more stuff you have to manage, clean, move, organize, and think about, the heavier your home will feel. And this is why decluttering matters so much, because when you reduce what's in your home, everything else becomes easier. Cleaning becomes easier. Organizing gets easier. And most importantly, maintaining your home becomes easier. Your home starts working with you instead of against you. You stop being a slave to your home. And one of the most incredible things that happened is you realize, number one, you never needed so much stuff to begin with. And number two, for us women who clean on a daily or weekly basis, you cut your cleaning time at a minimum in half, if not more. Like, can you imagine getting an hour or 2 hours a week back to do whatever you want? Go have brunch with a girlfriend, read a book, I don't know, spend more time with your kids. It's beautiful. There's so many benefits to decluttering your home. So here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one small area, a bathroom drawer, one shelf, maybe a kitchen cabinet. And instead of thinking, I need to organize this, ask yourself, what can I remove? What is no longer serving me? What haven't I used in the last year or so? And if you're listening to this and you're like, okay, I need help staying consistent with this, I'm actually creating something incredibly exciting. It's called the 7-Day Decluttering Challenge. It's going to be going live soon, so look out for it. And in the 7-Day Decluttering Challenge, every day you'll get one small area to focus on, a quick motivational audio from me, simple spot and toss style action steps, no overwhelm, and of course, no all-day project. The goal of the 7-Day Challenge is to help you build momentum through tiny wins that actually fit real life. I'll share more details soon, but if this sounds like something you need, stay tuned. And if you want to get started soon, you can also grab my free list of 25 easy items to toss around the house. I'll leave a link to it in the show notes. So remember, you do not need a perfectly organized home. You need a home that's manageable, and that starts by reducing what's making life harder in the first place. So start by tossing one random item a day. If you want to level up a bit, do a section or a handful of products. As always, thank you so much for listening, and remember to be good to yourself.